Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato evening headlines on September 26, 2022. Ukraine's Zelensky doesn't think Putin is bluffing over nuclear arms. Reuters, Zelensky calls on Ukrainians to sabotage Russian army from within. Evening Standard, Zelensky calls on new Russian recruits to sabotage army from within. The Telegraph, Zelensky says Moscow targeting Ukrainians in occupied areas in mobilization. Trump News, Live, January 6 rioter called by White House is named as Mark Meadows election plot texts revealed. The Independent, Liz Cheney says she will not remain a Republican if Donald Trump is GOP nominee in 2024. CNN, Liz Cheney says she won't be a Republican if Trump is 2024 GOP presidential nominee. The Independent, I won't be a Republican, Liz Cheney if Trump becomes presidential nominee. Tropical Storm Ian, Live, Florida warned to be ready, as Ian expected to rapidly intensify into hurricane. The Independent, Live, tracking Hurricane Ian, NBC News. NBC News, Storm Ian strengthens into hurricane as Florida and Cuba forecast to be in path. Sky News, Storm Ian strengthens to hurricane and will hit Tampa causing devastating storm swells of up to 15 feet. Daily Mail, Ian strengthens into a hurricane and heads toward Cuba and Florida. Putin ally Yevgeny Prigozhin admits founding Wagner mercenary group. The Guardian, Russian oligarch Yevgeny Prigozhin admits he created the mercenary Wagner group. Politico Europe, sanctioned Putin ally says he created Russian mercenary group. Bloomberg, Putin's chef Prigozhin admits creating Wagner mercenary outfit in 2014. CNN, Russia's Prigozhin admits link to Wagner mercenaries for first time. The Old Crow's a piece of S. Trump says what he really thinks about Mitch McConnell. The Independent, Trump told Maggie Haberman she was like his psychiatrist. The Independent, a very revealing Donald Trump quote about why he ran for president. CNN, Trump claimed he took nothing of great urgency from White House, months before Mar-a-Lago raid. German government sued over toxic air pollution. BBC, German government faces legal action over air pollution. Weather tracker, how did Hurricane Fiona maintain intensity so far north? The Guardian, a week after Fiona, just over half of Puerto Rico has power. Bloomberg, about 746,000 still without power in Puerto Rico after Hurricane Fiona. Reuters Canada, Hurricane Fiona destroyed many of Puerto Rico's agricultural crops. 5 rescuers killed after Super Typhoon Noru hits the Philippines. The Guardian, Typhoon Noru, 5 dead in Philippines, BBC News. BBC News, Typhoon Noru hits Philippines, leaving 5 rescuers dead and forcing thousands from their homes. Sky News, 5 dead as Philippines hit by Typhoon Noru, the strongest storm of the year. The Independent, powerful typhoon hits North Philippines as thousands evacuated. Cuba Family Code, country votes to legalize same-sex marriage. BBC, Cubans vote in favor of family law reform that will allow same-sex marriage. The Guardian, Cuba holds unusual vote on law allowing same-sex marriage. The Independent, Cuban leader votes on proposal to legalize gay marriage. Reuters, Cubans to decide on same-sex marriage in national referendum. Iran protests, at least 450 arrested in northern province. The Guardian, Iran protests death toll rises to 41 as unrest deepens. Bloomberg, Iran vows to crush women-led protests with no leniency as unrest enters 10th day. The Independent, woman, life, freedom must be more than a graveside lament. The Irish Times, we watch the protests in Iran and hope, but false optimism may be clouding our eyes. Ukraine war, shooting at conscription office and another center attacked with Molotov cocktails after Putin's mobilization order. Sky News, Russia, man shoots officer drafting residents for war in Ukraine. The Guardian, Russia admits mistakes in mobilization drive after gunman opens fire at draft office. The Telegraph, Russian conscript shoots military officer in mobilization protest. Politico Europe, gunman opens fire at draft office in Russia amid backlash to Putin's mobilization. Putin deeply mourns death of 11 Russian schoolchildren, killed by gunmen wearing swastika t-shirt. The Independent, gunman with swastika on T-shirt kills 15 at Russian school. The Guardian, deadly gun attack at Russian school. BBC News. BBC News, children among 15 dead as gunman opens fire at school in Ijesk. Sky News, 15 killed as gunman wearing Nazi symbols opens fire at Russian school. Italy election, far-right brothers of Italy on course to win most votes. Russia ready for constructive relations with party. Live. The Guardian, Italy elections, Giorgia Meloni's right-wing alliance ahead. BBC, Giorgia Meloni, Italy's far-right wins election and vows to govern for all. BBC, likely victory for Italian right portends risks but no lurch into extremism. Financial Times, Giorgia Meloni has won big in Italy, but there are many more obstacles to come. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.